Mm-hmm. Let's get it.
Unity, everyone.
Unity.
Energy's heavy right now. I think we should wait until some more. What you think? We should wait until some more people come in. Yeah.
Why the fuck did this pop up? It says remove Lakers 03. If you remove Lakers 03, they won't be able to rejoin this live video. They'll be able to join any future one. I don't know what the. I guess that's just kicking out someone there.
Why is it
Unity.
kicking up Lakers 03? What did they do? Is it automatically kicking them out like you did?
I have no idea. I ain't even going to indulge in the real reason why I even did that. Maybe I did it something on accident. I have my enjoy it.
Okay. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your sun gazing in for a little bit before I start the interview, Goo.
No, go ahead and just do it while I'm sungazing.
You want me to do this while you're sun gazing? You're not gonna be able to concentrate.
I'm not like how I was earlier. I'm actually up. I'm not laying down anymore.
All right, Goo. So we're about to start the series of questions and answers, the allegations that have been put placed onto you. All right. So for the first question we want to know is, how do you feel about you and Benji's situation now that that everything is transpired? Before we get into the series of questions, what are your feelings and thoughts before we get into the questions?
I just feel betrayed. I don't feel hate, but I do feel. I don't even feel regret. I just feel betrayed, and I want answers more than I should be giving out answers. But
All right. So we're gonna start with the allegations about Nature Boy and carbonation.
Okay.
All right. So the question at hand is basically, are you affiliated with Nature Boy or carbonation?
No, not even.
Have you ever been affiliated with Nature Boy or carbonation?
No, the closest thing of me ever even getting close to Nature Boy was 3 years ago on a Bigo panel. Somebody was telling me about who this Nature Boy guy was, and he shot me his Bigo lounge, and I went over there. And one of the ladies that usually be in one of my other lives named Lisa was there, and she's a white lady. There's nothing wrong with that. But she kind of like fell into the Nature Boy kind of thing, kind of not, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious on who this nigga was, and I hopped up on his panel trying to talk to him, and he's trying to incept me, like asking me all these weird questions and shit. I'm like, and I'm answering them, and so like I asked him one question, he's like, oh hell no, like this nigga no, like this nigga's an actual mental functioning person, like fuck, like he got kicked me off the live, so. That's the answer to that. And I was like 3 years. That was during 2020, like during the pandemic when we were like all in house and we had to find something to do. I was on Bigo. Like that wasn't me affiliated with him at all. I just ran into the nigga. Like
Okay. So the question and allegations came up that the reason why Benji ultimately doesn't fuck with you is because someone told him that you did fellatio on said third eye's private areas.
that's ridiculous. I've never done a physical gay action in my life. I may have said some gay shit on accident because I wasn't thinking about what I was saying. But, you know, I ain't never physically done no gay shit. You know, that's...
So you never chilled with this guy Swole or whatever his name is, you and Woke, you never chilled with him.
I've chilled with Woke, and he's a pretty, you know, solid dude as far as, like, outside of all the other bullshit that's been happening with him. Like, I ain't done no gay shit with him, but Swoo, I've never hung out with the nigga. The most I've ever even interacted with Swoo was on a call with Third Eye, and they all wanted to like link up and like hang out and shit. That was what that was. So yeah, I ain't never did no gay shit with Third Eye. No, that's inaccurate. Someone made that up.
Okay.
That's simple.
So let's touch on the why not subject. As far as how that went down and explain
Mm-hmm.
that.
Um, can you be more elaborate with the question, please?
Okay, basically, what was the situation that you were trying to express how you felt initially about why not?
Oh yeah. So the whole why not thing is just like brain dead stupid at this point. Like for weeks on end, I was trying to be like, fuck, why not? Like I'm not gonna talk about him. I'm not gonna talk of him. I'm just not gonna interact with him. And every time I said, yo, I don't want to interact with why not, Benji would bring why not up to his panel just to get views or just to get the interactional uh friction. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for weeks on days, I was just like, why not wanted to come up on the panel, and then like Benji would ask me, do you want me to bring up why not? And I'll be like, not really, but if he wants to come up and talk some shit, like I'll hop down, and I did so. But then like it got to the point where like people were annoyed of me leaving the panel. So they're like, yo, man, just squash that shit, bro. Like, I don't even know why you acting like that. You need to sweep that shit under the rug. This is that internet shit. It don't even matter. So I just dropped it. And then when I dropped it, then niggas were like, oh, you're in cahoots with why not? I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, you just, what? I don't even know how to interact with this anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So basically, what you're saying is you was always against why not, but they started pressuring you about interacting with him. So you said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna interact with him." But you really don't care for why not at
At
all,
all. At
and
all.
you would never be in cahoots with why not to try to kill somebody, is what you're saying.
Nigga, that would I couldn't even no, oh my god. Like I don't even know how to react to that. Like hell no. Like I don't even know how to act to that to make it sound like nigga, why would I nigga, really? You must have been doing crack. Like to think some shit like that. Like, what the fuck, nigga?
Okay. So let's get into the allegations of you having something to do with the death of your fiance and the death of your best friend.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
going to touch on your friend first, and then we'll do the fiance after that. So let's touch on the subject and the situation with your friend.
hmm So one of my best friends, Phil, died last year, right? And he died at a meetup that we had, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were doing like an ancestral, like, oh, let's bring some black people together, let's do some mushrooms, let's tap in, let's smoke some weed, let's unify, that type of shit. um I fucking, what is his name? Brain dead for a second because I was thinking of three things at once. Phil provided us with DMT. Phil took the DMT and he didn't come back.
Mm,
You feel me? There
yeah.
was no ritual done in that people want to try to, oh, he did a ritual, he sacrificed him. Like, no, it was none of that. He literally just took the DMT and he didn't come back because he didn't
Mm,
want to come back.
right.
Like, everybody who was there, they placed their hands on Phil to try to pull him back. We tried to
Right.
resuscitate him. We tried all this shit. And he died in the ambulance, trying to take him to because he had a pulse the whole time. Like, he died in the ambulance going to the hospital. And because that happened, people just started making up shit. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you can't do that. Like, that's fragile. Like, that was my
Yeah.
fucking best friend, and he died when we were trying to come together as, like, some people, like, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then, like, people
Right.
are trying to, like, throw, oh, you sacrificed your friend. And I'm like, no, bro. I did not sacrifice my homie. He died he basically died doing drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how is that me sacrificing him?
Right. So, and I'm gonna address this comment. Allegedly, on a live, someone was saying you rented out an Airbnb and you hosted it.
I mean, that was the get together. That was the get together. But I mean, like, I didn't pay for it. Like, I think it was like Third, and some other people. Third, I forgot the other nigga's name from Houston. KJ, and just a whole bunch of people that I'm not gonna, like, throw them under the bus for all this bullshit. Like, just a whole bunch of people. We all put in on an Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? We got some weed. We got some. We had some shrooms. You know what I'm saying? And we were just. It was just a weekend for, like, everybody to come tap in and just leave. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that happened. And you know what I'm saying? I was the person who was teaching people how to do the breath. Like, I did the
Mm-hmm.
DMT and I taught them how to do the breath. And then when Phil did his, he didn't do the breath. And so he
Right.
suffocated as he was doing his trip. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know
Right.
the
Right.
dynamics of DMT, you don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But, like, DMT, you have to take a deep breath and hold it, and then the spirit, or it like flies through you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the energy goes through to a point where you can even take another breath. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But he didn't do the breath accurately, and he suffocated while he was tripping. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
so, like, and I think what caused that to happen was that he ate crawfish before
Mm.
we started tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like, I know for a fact that crawfish, shrimp, all the other, underwater critters, they don't do well with fungi. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There's a.
That's why we're doing an interview, because
Mhm,
you get it straight from the horse's mouth instead of what you heard.
from people who weren't there. You know what
See,
I'm
and,
saying?
and, and that's what the thing is. A lot of times y'all fall for things that people say without getting the whole story and accurate information. You don't even know what's going on because you wasn't there. You keep on saying that you heard it. You heard it from somebody. That should tell you you're not getting accurate information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let
Mm-hmm.
Goo tell his side. All right? So that's why we doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I believe that we have enough information on, you know what I'm saying, the situation with your friend. My
Mm-hmm.
condolences for that, and we're not gonna bring that up no more. But we
Mm-hmm.
do have to talk about your fiance and get that out the way.
Okay, yeah. So I had a fiance. I'm not gonna give her name out to anybody, but I had a fiance, and she was in Ohio when I went to Canada. And when I went to Canada during, damn, that's fucked. It was around this time. That's crazy. Around this time, like it was around Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, she called me and she's like, "Hey, babe, can you grab me?" Okay. So the whole story was that I went to Canada to like get my life set up, and I was gonna bring her, you know what I'm saying, to Canada, and we were gonna like start our life out there. And like I went to Canada, I got a crib, I got a car, I made 3 businesses, and they deported me. Okay, so like if anybody tells you like why I got deported because of suspicion of money laundering because I had 3 businesses in Canada. Okay, and I wasn't a registered Canadian citizen. You feel me?
Right.
So one night I'm chilling on the dark web. My fiance calls me and she's like, "Babe, I'm going to a rave this weekend. Can you give me $60 for a costume, a Catwoman costume that costs like 180?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got you on that." So I sent her the 60. She went and got the costume. She went to the rave, and she didn't come back from the rave. And then when they went to the rave, they found her, with her clothes ripped and, like, I don't know if you want to say fetal position, but she was raped and left for dead at the rave. You
Wow.
feel me? And so that night,
Mm-hmm.
that night, her mom called me and I didn't believe her. I thought they were like fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why y'all tripping? Like, why y'all tripping and all? Like, why y'all doing all that? Like, I don't want that emotional roller coaster. And she was like, no, like, she's really dead. Like, and then like they sent me, like all the autopsy shit and all that bullshit. So like, if any, I don't know exactly what he said about my fiance, or he said my wife, but like I don't know what exactly he said about my fiance. But the story was it was that I was in Canada when she went to a rave in Ohio, and she was raped and left for dead. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if niggas are out here saying some other shit, they're doing it on some weird time. Like,
Right.
and I'm not about to sit up here and get angry, sad, or even emotional about this shit. I'm just gonna sit here and say niggas are weird, niggas and flies, niggas will lie, and I won't listen to it. You feel me?
I know that's right. Okay, so we're not gonna even keep going on that. Oh my goodness. All right, so
Nigga go through fucking tragedies, and niggas fucking wanna do shit like that. That's fucked.
okay, cool. So do you think that if you would have split your profits for your business with Benji, do you think that all this stuff would have even came up?
That's funny. That's funny. Can you ask it? Can you ask the question differently? Because I don't want to
Okay.
answer it. Because like I feel like answering the way that the way that was given, it would make me look bad a little bit. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, by you and Benji always on lives, you both have businesses. You both are businessmen. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We don't know the details behind the scene of what you guys spoke about, what arrangement or what, you know what I'm saying, y'all agreed about, if you even agreed on anything. You know,
Yeah, no, I ain't agree.
what?
We didn't make no agreement on like splitting profit or anything. The nigga,
Okay.
like literally he would call me or text me or whatever, and he'd be like, "Hey, yo, you want to go live and make some money?" And I'd be like, "Sure, it's whatever. Just start the live up. I'll pop in." And that's how he did that shit. Like, that was orchestrated by him, not me. Like,
So basically, what you're saying is the idea of going online and making money was always his idea.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like in a sense of like going live and making money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, as far as like splitting the profit with him, one, he didn't ask for any. Two, I don't feel like I should have. I should have had to split my profit for something that I make. You know what I'm saying? Something
Mm-hmm.
like like this is my purpose. This isn't his purpose. It's my purpose. So why should I
Right.
have to split my profit? You feel me? Now, if he would
Mm-hmm.
have came to me and be like, "Hey, bro, you know, can you keep them like 5% of like something, you know, just because like we were on my live type shit, you know, I would have threw him, you know, a little bit of something. I wouldn't even like would have been like, nah, nigga, fuck you, nigga. Like I just would have been like, all right, bro, I feel you. It was your platform. I'll throw you, you know, whatever. But
Right.
that never came across. And two, I feel like if a nigga feels like I should pay him for my purpose, you can eat 5 bags of dicks, supersized. Like that's just how I. Oh, this is something that I want to do, or this is something that I have to do, or this is something that, like, no, nigga, this is a fucking purpose. We're in a frequency war. Niggas' brains are getting fried.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right. Okay, so basically there was no agreements and he was basically promoting you and your business and that's how it all transpired, but he was also wanting to make money off of his business as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you feel like his business wasn't doing as well as yours and he realized that and that's something he saw and he was bothered by it?
Oh, I'm pretty positive that all this is sparked off of envious and envy. How you say it?
Yeah.
Envy and jealousy. Like, I'm pretty sure all if this isn't sparked by envy or jealousy, it's sparked by, you know, spells. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about all types of spells. Kulu being in his ear, World News being in his ear, I don't know, Rod Hayes being in his ear, fucking I don't know, Big Mama being in his ear, I don't know. Son being in his ear, I don't know. But like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm pretty sure some of this had to have been sparked with a bit of jealousy because I was getting my Oregon off, and you know, he wasn't getting $20 earrings off, you know. So okay, so let me read some of this stuff.
He said, "Do you know who was on his live the day after this happened? Rod Hayes. You think that has something to do with it?" I was on that live that you're talking about. Actually, Benji was trying to get him to talk about Ellie and Nate's situation. That's the only reason why he is even trying to get him on there because he still hasn't admitted or even, said anything about the allegations that Ellie said to him. So that's why he was on there. So we can X that. We're not even on that. Okay. So now people want to know as far as their orders and because this was brought up. Why was it such a long time for people to get their organites in their order? And could you bring us through the process of that and explain to them why it's a lengthy process?
Yeah. So I order my crystals from Taiwan, Africa, and China. I believe Taiwan is in China. So like I should probably like say Tibet, China, and like, you know, the other side of the world in general. And so it'll take 3 weeks to a month for the crystals to get here. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when people like there's no refunds to what I'm doing. Like there's none. Like I'm like, if that irks you, I apologize, but you have to understand what's happening here. You're giving me $100. I'm taking 60 to 80 of that $100 and ordering shit from across the world to get here so I can make you something. Okay? I own, like, if y'all want a fucking wow moment, I make $10 to $20 a piece off of each piece of Organite that I make, selling it for 100.
Mm-hmm.
So if my shit, like, I literally have a goddess in California who's been waiting, and not all orders are ever going to take this long, but she's been waiting for 3 months because she wanted something so specific for her children. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? And I had to order the shit, and it took it like literally still one of her pieces aren't here. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So like when people say that like niggas aren't gonna fucking get do a smear campaign on Gucci if the belt ain't there in a week. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
like I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want a refund, I'm gonna tell you like this. You're either gonna be taking an L or taking a piece of Organite.
Right.
You're not getting your money back. It ain't here no more.
Right.
So that's how that works.
Okay.
Like
So
it would take listen, it would take 10 people to buy Organite for me to be able to refund one person.
mm,
You feel me?
mm-hmm.
So like why would I even try to go through that stress for anybody? You feel me?
Right.
Like it's just common sense.
Okay. So now we want to address the drug addict topic, the situation, the subject that was brought up, and the reason why you fall asleep on lives, and there people are curious about this. So let's go ahead and address that.
All right. I don't know how long we've been live. Do you know?
Mm,
I just know that I need to save this live, and I don't want it to shut off on me, so I can't save it. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna be like, yo, uh, I'll tell y'all right after these commercial breaks, and I was gonna restart the live so we can get a part two.
okay. I think we've been on here for like 20 minutes though. I
Okay.
mean,
Oh no. Okay. We good. We good. I just like if when it hits an hour point, I want to be able to restart the live so they don't shut me down.
okay.
Okay. But okay. So the reason why I fall asleep so much, the reason why I endorse Oregon so damn much is because back in 2011, I believe it's 2011, I was diagnosed with sleep paralysis, sleep apnea, and what's the one where you fall asleep randomly? Nar-
Narcolepsy.
nar- nar- nar-
Narcolepsy.
narcolepsy. I'm gonna say it's sleep narcissism. I'm gonna say sleep narcissism. But no, sleep apnea, sleep paralysis, and narcissism. So literally, y'all are seeing the better version of me, like dead ass. Like I used to literally fall asleep everywhere, anywhere, at any time, and I'd have full on dreams, like full on astral projections, like bam, I'm there, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And so, if anybody's wondering like why I fall asleep, it's because I actually have sleeping disorders. My Oregon has literally made it so much better for me. Like I don't have sleep paralysis anymore at all. I haven't had sleep paralysis in 4 years. I've been wearing Oregon for probably 3. Um, so I don't get sleep paralysis anymore. Narcolepsy sometimes it may hit me. Um, I don't really get it no more though. Like it's like the narcolepsy is like how you sleep, how you breathe in your sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like y'all even see me like I don't snore like I might just
Mm-hmm.
and I would like wake up like I ain't snore like you know what I'm saying like that like narcolepsy has to do everything with the passageways of the air that's getting to you while you're asleep. That's what narcolepsy has to do. Not narcolepsy, but apnea has to do with narcolepsy. Now, narcolepsy has to do with falling asleep um, randomly. That's what that has to do. And now narcolepsy can happen 3 different ways, and I actually get all 3 of them. So like I'm around Oregon a lot
Mm-hmm.
and frequency tools, so it's high energy in my room at all times. And what will
Mm-hmm.
happen with people in general, not even with people with narcolepsy, just people in general, when they're around high energy, they'll kind of like just pass out, and then like their body will attune themselves to the energy around, and they'll wake up being able to mobilize themselves within that energy better. That's the thing.
Right.
Um, my body does that. And then there's like the thing where like shallow breaths. That's why y'all see me breathe big. But when I breathe small, I'll fall asleep because I'm not getting enough oxygen to my big ass body. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Um, Oh, zoning out. Like I actually think so. Like I'm not even like trying to say that like I'm a bigger thinker than you and I think hard. Even though I may have that. That may be accurate, but I think so hard that I can actually put myself to sleep. Does that make any sense to anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally think so hard that I'll pass out. Like,
You
tell
put
me in the
yourself,
comments, y'all.
you
Do
put
y'all
yourself,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, because you're putting yourself in a hypnotic state.
But yeah, that's the real reason I do that. That's the true reason why I pass out. Um, Now the Oregon has made it way better. I do it way less than I used to. Like
Mm-hmm.
literally, like I literally do it way. It's black and white how I used to do it. Like literally, I'd be talking to somebody and I'd just be like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
yeah.
Okay, good. So my series of questions are over with, but is there anything else that you would like to address?
I'll do me at the end. Does anybody in the comments have anything to address about any of the allegations put towards me? Anything about Organite? Uh, see it.
Okay, so it's a question. Were you using Pretty Lotus for money and he didn't care when she thought life was a process, was trying to. Yeah, okay, so that was brought up. Basically, it was said that when the allegations towards life as a process by Pretty Lotus was brought up, it was said that you did not care. You seemed like you wasn't concerned about the situation between her and life as a process, and were you using her for money?
No, I wasn't using Pretty Lotus for money. What? I mean,
Oh,
don't get me wrong. Like Pretty Lotus has cashed at me like maybe like a total of maybe 9 times, but it wasn't like not like hundreds and dollars. It was like $9 here, $3 here, maybe $15 here because I was like, hey yo, I need some cash for something. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
But like I wasn't using her for money. Like, would it be considered using somebody for money if you're in need of money for something like very important and you ask somebody for could they help you?
no, I don't think that's considered using nobody for money. It's just you asking a friend to help you out. If they
Yeah,
if
yeah,
they if they give it to you, then that's not using them.
right. Yeah. So, what was the other part about life's the process? Oh, me not caring
Okay,
about.
and so the question got brought up, why were you not showing concern for Pretty Lotus in the situation that she was going through with him?
Okay, so I did. I talked to her in the back room, very in detail about this stuff. And then it comes out, that she was actually like, not telling accuracy. So I think under those circumstances of like even if somebody thinks that I didn't show enough, you know, attention to Pretty Lotus in that situation. In that situation, Pretty Lotus came back and said that she wasn't really accurate on her statements. So I think at that point you should kind of look at the situation on, oh well, did Goo know something that we didn't know? And it's just like, well, I
Right.
kind of I kind of speculated things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right. You
and it
seen
wasn't
something that other people didn't see.
right, right. So like,
So
I
it was
don't.
basically some things that happen behind the scenes that people don't see. And just because they don't see those things, they have their opinions about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody ain't got to tell y'all what is the conversations behind the scenes, man. That's like this is crazy. Anyway, we must stop these real. Okay, let's see. Is there any more questions in the comments? Somebody asked, "Do you do chlorophyll?" Yes, he does. He does use chlorophyll. I can answer that question. I got you for anyone. She did. I spoke to her. Okay, Alfred. Only reason she came to Benji Live to clear my name is because she off me. If she shouldn't do it. Okay, so they want to know, are you and Benji really related, or is it a fake cousin story?
So this is the story, right? It's not that it's like a fake cousin story. This is the story, right? Um, I told him that my people owned a city in Mississippi. And just FYI, y'all, the only reason why me and fucking Benji know each other is Rashad Jamal. He ain't tell y'all that.
Hold on. You got to address that, though.
The only reason why me and Benji even knew that we were somewhat even close confined, as far as like Salis, Mississippi goes, is because fucking Rashad Jamal had a freaking live called the Mississippians, and I was like, fuck, what the fuck, Mississippians? So I fucking watched the video, and then I came back and I did a fucking video about Rashad Jamal's video, because I used to do that. I used to do videos about Rashad Jamal's video, giving extended lectures and information about the stuff that he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying that like my fucking family is the progenitors of Salis, Mississippi. And he's like,
Right.
oh, Salis, Mississippi? I'm from Salis, Mississippi. And I was like, oh, yeah, you ain't from Salis, Mississippi. I ain't never met nobody from Salis, Mississippi, nigga. And he's like, yeah, no, I really. And then he got like his fucking aunt on the phone. He's like, oh yeah, we were Salis, Mississippi. Our family from Salis, Mississippi. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. They from Salis, Mississippi. But there was no accurate continuity to bloodline. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
You feel me? His family was from my city.
Okay.
You feel me?
All
There's
right.
no accurate correlation to our bloodline at
Okay.
all.
All
So
right.
he started calling me cousin out of the fact that his family was from Salis, Mississippi.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Gotcha.
I let it fly. I was like, hey, yo, we cousins, Salis cousins. You know what I'm saying? You from Salis, Mississippi? I'm Salis, who owns Salis, Mississippi? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We,
Gotcha.
we like I was like, cool, we can call each other cousins off of that. But he kind of started taking it too far. Like I remember one time he even said that we were blood, and I'm like, nigga, we ain't blood, bro. You just a nigga that lived in my city. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-huh. I do want to let you know there is a spy from the other side on here, and she just said she just busted her whole self out. I got you though. I see you. We'll talk about it later, Goo.
okay.
Yep. Okay, is there any more questions in the panel? Is there anything?
There's two people who've been wanting to come up, but I've been holding them down for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them up and see if they got some questions for me. Did I answer all the questions accurately? Because I know
Yes,
I
you
could be
did.
long winded and forget what the hell I'm
You and
talking
me, blood.
about.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Rising,
girl.
brother.
Yeah, you just can't be believing everybody on the internet.
Rising,
They always got
goddess.
something to say.
Yeah,
Nobody on
you're
here
right.
know
You
nobody.
can't believe everybody, and it's
I don't
always
know nobody,
spies in
and
here
I ain't
trying
friends
to
with
dang
I'm
nobody.
on,
seeing on here right now.
uh, you know, observe what people doing, and we over here on some righteous movement. So if it's some spies over here trying to figure out what me, Goo, or anybody else over here got
You know,
going on, then y'all go somewhere with that mess for real. Because we ain't
y'all,
got
man.
time for that. We didn't already hashed out like y'all miserable or something. Keep sending y'all spies over here
They sent this
for
a whole
many
agent
different
after me,
reasons.
bro. I had to literally send it back.
Like
Like,
y'all
it's the
miserable. People
agent. You
don't
an
deal with
agent,
y'all. Y'all over there talking about y'all this, y'all that, but y'all send spies and stuff. Like we don't know that y'all spying.
right? And I call them out. They, oh no, yeah, you a fucking
It
agent. I
should be
see you
funny to me, bruh.
acting like come over here,
A
acting like the
whole
whole
a
whole
whole agent
opposition.
over here for other
My
people
thing
that
is,
claim to
my
be
thing is,
conscious.
They be
my
Hold
sending
on,
them
thing
for
is
just
other
this.
like
people
Hold
that
on, hold
claim
on,
to
hold
be
like
on.
goo.
conscious and
They
claim
send
to be
agents after
aware
you too, goo.
and claim to be for the divine feminine, but they got their whole clique females over here spying. But they're supposedly for the divine feminine, but you
I
got
know,
females
man.
that hop over trying to see what we got going on so they can
My
And
run
you
back
see
and
me, I,
tell
I
the
stick
rest
up for
of them.
myself every time. I don't send no spies, no nothing. I'm a one man army. I say what I say straight up.
my
I
thing
don't.
is
What is
this,
this petty
yo.
shit on the internet, man?
My thing is this, bro. Like, how the fuck? Like, how the fuck you gonna call? Like, how can you call yourself like how can you call yourself an organic man after throwing somebody that you call your family under the bus like you did for no reason?
He was influenced, but like I said, I think he was trying to get you out the way because he's trying to get closer to Rod and all that shit. And I don't think he wants you to be mixed in with it, to be honest with you.
Hey,
So,
I
Rodney,
mean, let me
Rodney been seeing his spies over. Rodney be having plenty of spies. That's
so
why I
many
said that
spies.
old man is miserable, bro.
They all work together. Why not all of
Like
them?
they
All of
all
them.
working together,
They
bro. Y'all
all working
all
together. And I
miserable. Like
seen that. I
half
seen
these
that at
people.
the
It's
beginning.
some people it's some people right now. I'm looking at them.
They
That
hate.
spot. Like she's
hey,
spinning out. She's spinning out
They,
for a
I
reason.
know they all popping in, especially when I go. Like they all coming in right now. So it's whatever though. It's cool. You spinning out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of allegations and shit going on that's not true. You know, I'm still living good, still living live. People out here lying on names, not taking accountability. And that's the problem. How can y'all be spiritual and sacred or truthful if y'all can't even take accountability? You
Because
know,
this is the thing. They're not. I mean, we clearly know that
they're not. Thank you.
they're spiritual haters because we're analyzing, and we are people that are actually truthful in our journey and truthful in what we're speaking and saying to people. And we ain't got no reason to lie to you and coerce you to do this. We ain't trying to be your leader. We
I
ain't
ain't
trying to do
that's
none
what
of
I
that.
be saying, bro. I
I
don't be
can't be.
saying
I ain't
Chief
no chief
Goo.
turn
You know
leader.
what I'm saying? Like nigga, like
Yeah,
I'm
and that's not
literally
even what
here.
we here for. Because if you really knew who we was out behind this flesh,
Bruh,
a
they
lot of
wouldn't
y'all
say
would
half
be
the shit.
looking
They would
real
not say
silly
half the
right
shit.
now.
If you knew how
Y'all would be
Cosmic
looking
Cleaner,
real
Twan
silly
be,
right
all
now
them,
because y'all following all those fake ass people and the
that's why
real
y'all going
just
through so
behind the
much shit,
scenes
talking all
watching
this shit
y'all.
about me. Y'all don't even
Confused.
know what the fuck y'all doing to y'all. So
Y'all confused.
Hey, and my thing is, how can you hate on a nigga that is trying to do something so righteous? I'm literally trying to provide people with shields from the frequency war.
man,
And
good.
how can you hate a nigga for that?
They'll
Because you
hate
ain't
you
Called
for
making
culture
saving
money
their
war.
off
life.
of it.
Good, they'll
It's
hate
called
you for
That's
culture
saving their
war.
why
life.
they hate you. I told you
They'll
that
hate you for
already,
saving
Goo.
their life. Why'd you
Their
save me?
energy,
I was
their
almost out this
negative
bitch.
energy is the reason why they're attacking you. And then a lot of these people have, that's like we've talked about walk-ins. A lot of these people have these negative entities and energies over them. They're attacking those that are truly righteous, that are truly actually out here trying to elevate and uplift people, period. You know what I'm saying? So this is the spiritual war. This is the energy war. So this is why that you're being attacked. This is why people that are
Yep.
out here trying to do the right thing for real are being attacked. And it's looking like, because we got the fake people that's being attacked too. So right now it's looking
Look at
like
Shaman King.
they're real because they're being attacked. So they're utilizing
Damn,
that
that's
shit.
crazy.
But they're not fucking real just because they're being attacked.
Right.
They getting their
You got
karma.
the
Shit.
whole show set
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like
Christar, I
Shaman King.
got
Y'all
you.
seen
Hey,
that?
Christar, I got you in just a second, goddess. What's good with you guys? How you doing,
What's
man?
going on, man?
Good man, good man, good man. Hey, I've been following you for a few months now with your organs and stuff because I myself I've been studying crystals and stuff and I came across organs like some years ago, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
And so me coming on today, I'm very confused as to what in the world is going on. People talk about accusations and all kind of stuff. And it's like, but I've been seeing a set of people on IG that's been kind of like moving in a reptile way, where they
Mm.
just trying to bite off of people
There you
by
go, brother.
making controversy, by doing
Mm-hmm.
stuff like making petty little things and looking for attention. It's a lot of
Man,
attention
to
seekers
piggyback
on
off what you
Mm-hmm.
saying,
IG.
these snakes and hyenas and these motherfucking rats gotta go. Y'all playing on
And
my fucking name. Hold on, y'all playing on my fucking name. Y'all just sparked the sun. Y'all thought it was hot. Y'all really pissed me off. These
but
hyenas and rats really gotta go. I'm about to man. We about to
yeah,
clear all
but you
this shit out.
accurate as far as the what you said about them leeching. They're parasites. That's what they do. They have
Yeah,
parasite activities. Because I noticed that I've been noticed that for years, particular people that claim to be certain things, but they're always ciphering my posts. They're always piggybacking off of my energy, my information, my posts. They'll post the same thing. They'll try to emulate my image. You
Oh,
know what I'm
thank
saying? And it's
you.
a lot of females that are doing that. And I've distanced
Okay.
myself from these females, but they continue to stalk my pages
Mm.
and everywhere
Yeah.
I go.
Hey guys,
As
one
as
second, one second. Hey, brother that just hopped in, did you have a question for me? Because there's a goddess that wants to pop up and she wants to
oh
ask me a question.
Okay, but you're gonna have to say this live. You might want to come back because
You're
it's like,
right. You're right. You're right.
yeah,
Hey, Chris Star, come right back. Everybody,
Let's
come right
rebuild it.
back. I'm gonna
Let's
yeah,
end
rebuild
the
come
it.
right back.
I'm gonna end the live and start a new one.
all right. Let's
All right, you don't do it.